Today in this video I'm going to be talking about VLAN. I believe if you've been in IT or you're looking into IT, you'll hear this word VLAN. Sometimes it's combined with the word VoIP, which is voice over IP. So voice over IP to be for another time, but today we'll be talking about VLAN. Alright, let's read about VLAN here. They say VLAN is a virtual local area network. It is logically partitioned. It's a logical network partition that splits a single physical network into multiple isolated virtual networks. It allows devices to communicate as if they are connected to the same local network, even if they are physically attached to different network switches or location. And here they give us some ways how VLAN is used to work. One, they say it does network segmentation, so it segments the network. How? VLANs group devices based on functions or departments. So you may say, let me put these computers on this side or in a different department, or based on their functions, maybe the accountants, so you put them on different VLAN and then the other on different VLAN. So also they goes on to say a broadcast domain. They restrict data broadcast to specific virtual group. This reduces network congestion and noise. What they mean by broadcast, let me show you a picture here over here. I have a picture over here for alright. You see this picture here in Cisco packet tracer. So this is PC1, this is PC2, and this is PC3, and this is PC4. So when they say broadcast, so when PC1 sends a broadcast to the switch, maybe it's sending, it wants to send any data to this PC. All these computers are connected to one switch. But if this computer sends any broadcast to the switch, this switch will limit the broadcast to go to these two computers because they are on a different VLAN, these two computers. So these are on a different different VLAN, and these are on a different VLAN. Let's take that as an example. These two, PC1 and PC3 and PC4, they're on a different VLAN, and then PC1 and PC2 on a different VLAN. So if PC1 send a broadcast, it will not be able to reach these two computers because they are on a different VLAN. Well, let's go back here. It says VLAN tagging. Switches uses IEEE 802.1 Q tag to stamp network frames, identifying which VLAN and data belongs to as it moves between switches. So like I said, when computer sends or the switch uses this tag, IEEE tag, which is 802.1 IQ tag, to stamp flames, it will know that this flame is supposed to be on this VLAN, so it will not be able to close to another VLAN. Routing. Devices on a different VLAN cannot communicate directly. They require a router to pass data between the segments. Yeah, here we go back over here and we see. So hey, when this computer PC1 wants to speak to this PC3 on a different VLAN, we are supposed to have a router over here which can be able to route those frames or that communication to this PC. If there's no router here, these two computer PC1 and PC2 we will not be able to speak to PC3 and PC4, but PC1 and PC2 will be able to communicate because you're on the same VLAN already. So let's go back over here. See, they say the primary benefits for VLAN: enhance security, because 2 or 4 computers on different VLAN, they cannot be able to talk to one another, so that will be a security benefit. Like if you say you have here, this is a financial department and this is the accounting or maybe IT department or the sales department. So people here, the users here on PC1 and 2, they will not be able to access information or talk to this PC in the financial department. That will be a good security benefit. Number 2, performance. This reduces this unnecessary traffic by containing broadcast. Like I said, if you send a broadcast, this computer sends a broadcast here on the switch, this broadcast can't close to these 2 computers because you're on a different VLAN. So it will only be able to talk to this computer. That will be reducing the noise and enhancing the traffic. Cost efficiency, it is efficient because you don't need to buy many devices to separate your network. You can use only one switch and then you're good to go. There's flexibility. It makes it easier to move or add devices to a specific virtual network without changing physical cable already. Flexibility, like I said, if you create a VLAN over here and you say this computer maybe has some problems, you just remove this PC and then you put another PC, then you configure it using the required IP and then a gateway, subnet mask, and then DNS, then you'll be good to go. Another thing is the same common users of VLAN: enterprise department, separating departments like finance, HR, and engineering network from one another. Guest Wi-Fi keeps visitors internet access completely walled off from the internal network. Yes, you can create a VLAN and then you use it as a Wi-Fi, guest Wi-Fi VLAN. You don't put any other computer on that VLAN, but you just put it, you make it only for the guest Wi-Fi. Also, IoT devices: isolate smart TVs, camera, thermostat to prevent them from accessing critical computing resources. Like I said, if it's used to separate departments, or it can be used also to separate devices on the network. Like at home we have different devices nowadays, like I said, cameras, TVs, and thermostat. You can create a VLAN and then all these IoT devices, you put them on one VLAN. So that's all I want to talk about into this video. It was all about what is a VLAN. Alright, see you in my next video when we are creating VLAN. See you there, and I hope you enjoy. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe and we grow the channel together. Bye bye.